jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
What up, it's your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you tuned into World Combat Sports.
Once again, you're tuned in to WCS. Back on the boulevard once again, man. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. As always, appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Let's get right down to it, man. We have a big card. December 10th is popping off. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Jahad Tucker will be on deck. You know what I'm saying? For his 10th professional fight. You know what I'm saying? So give a round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? Go out and check the entire fight card, man. We will get into the entire fight card and the headliner with Teofimo Lopez versus Sandor Martin a little bit later, you know, in the week. But I just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? A rising welterweight in the game who will be a future world champion welterweight division. So y'all be sure to check that out and tune in. You know, shout out to the Team Jahad Tucker. Check him out on IG, man. A rising talent, very, very skilled boxer. And keep your eye out. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I know he's under the radar. He don't do too much social media, but, you know, his team is locked in. And it's going to be something to see him finish out the year in his 10th professional fight. Real talk. That's all we can say. So we'll definitely go back to drop back in against Teofimo Lopez and Sandor Martin, man, and give you a little brief on that. But as you all know, the temperature never changes with WCS when it comes down to highlighting fighters. You know, we have another card going on December 10th when Terence Crawford, 38-0, 29 KO. He's going in there against David Avanesian. Now, David Avanesian is you know, a worthy opponent. He's a highly ranked opponent, just like a lot of other fighters. We can't discard him as if he's nobody, only because he's stepping in there with a pound for pound best. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Canelo Alvarez step in there with the likes of Abner Yildirim. We've seen many fighters step in there with fighters that was accessible to them to fight. So this is no different. It's just, it's good to know that when you think of fighters, you know, they used to call fighters dumb, stupid, lace up. You know, you have fighters like Charlo saying just take less, be the challenger, and basically lace up and shut up. You know what I'm saying? But thank God, you know, Terence Crawford had his own mindset, and he didn't listen to that rhetoric that was being said from all these people. You know, just sign the contract when there's no contract. Just be the challenger. Learn how to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? All the words that a slave heard when they was back there getting their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? You know, never challenge authority. Never challenge authority. You know what I'm saying? It make you think like, damn, we actually have black men that's competing in the hurt business. But yet, they, instead of them blaming the white man for being their slave master, they blame the black man for being their slave master. I'm just being honest. You know, all the shit I heard over the time when it comes to Crawford, it's a lot of slave type talk. That language sounds a little bit frosty, isn't it? Like you don't know what's going on. Real talk. Mr. Pass on deck, salute to you, brother. Tyrese on deck, what's good? So let me help him out. Let me help out the troll. If you was talking about boxing, cool. But let me help you out. You know, we got to give the trolls they 2 seconds of fame and then off with their head. We got to go off with their head. Feel me? It's not like it ain't going to come over here. It's definitely going to come over here. But if you're not talking boxing and you're talking all this damn finger pointing, criticism type insults, shit. But back to the game, bro. Terence Crawford stepping in there in Omaha, Nebraska on his stomping grounds, on his home footprints, which is good to end the year. I like it. I like this shit. I like it. The whole entire way that it played out with my mentality being that you always got to have a plan Bravo. You always got to have a plan Charlie. That's how wars are won. You know what I'm saying? That's how wars are won, man. So for him to stand up, him and his team to come to a conclusion that they was going nowhere fast with this negotiation. It was a dead end. They picked up their shit and left. I love it, man. Just don't be the dummy. Just don't stand there and go through this whole entire process over and over again. And people up here talking about it was a contract and it wasn't. And we're just stuck on drafts. And then the November date is approaching. And you're not even close. Why? Because Crawford had no promoter. Why? Because the A side, like they said, was what? PBC. So if that was the case, they proved they didn't want the fight because they could have made the fight. So the good thing about it, Crawford stood up and he went to plan B, BLK Prime, and they about to get this shit popping December 10th in Omaha, Nebraska. And man, y'all need to tune into that shit, man. Tune in and check out the fight in Omaha, Nebraska, man. Real talk. Just don't be those people that just stay there in one spot. And then when you have these interviews down the road and people ask you, well, dating back to 2022, right? The times when I was actually in these so-called negotiations or whatever. Nothing ever came with that. Nothing ever came with it. Do you have any regrets of just not taking another fight instead of just sitting there the entire end of the year, not getting paid, not doing a damn thing, just sitting on your ass? You know what I'm saying? Acting like you didn't have options at this stage of your career. You only have so many fights remaining. Did you feel any regrets going through that holiday, knowing that you had just probably squandered 8 figures? Was that the case? No, that's not going to be the case because he got up and he got out. You know what I'm saying? Tickets went on sale November 7th, man. That has since passed us by. And it's up to the real media to continue to put the word out, to support this fight, to promote it, to get more people, more eyes tuned into it. Purchase your ticket whenever you can get it. And if you have the finances or whatever to attend it, cool. If not, just get it on pay-per-view or whatever. I mean, I'm talking about the real ones, not the ones on Fire Stick. Ain't nothing wrong with having a Fire Stick, first of all. I'm just saying, if you support the fight. You feel me? Support the fight. That's all I'm saying. This is not a bum fight. This is something that's I look at as a damn good option for him to stay busy and head into 2023. Because look, he's gonna go into 2023 refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he went through a fight camp and stepped in the ring next month. And he wasn't off just lounging around for a whole entire year plus. You know what I'm saying? I like it, bro. I like when adults use their minds and they have options and they understand that God blessed them, with the process of having options to think for themselves, troubleshoot, brainstorm. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that goes into life itself. It definitely plays a significant role in boxing. If you're going to assume the task of independence, you have to know what goes along with independence, bro. You can't come up here and just say, oh, I'm going to be without a promoter and it's going to be just like when I had a promoter. No, you have to assume those duties. The percentage of your due diligence have changed. You have to step up to the plate and pay attention to detail. Certain areas that you wasn't even in a position to scrutinize, you have to scrutinize it now. You have to make sure you're there reading with your attorneys. You have to make sure you're not saying, oh, can y'all look this over? I'll be back, man. Y'all tell me. I trust y'all. I pay y'all, right? Okay. I trust y'all. No problem. I trust all y'all. I trust y'all. I appreciate you. I trust everything y'all got going on. I appreciate you. No doubt. It can't be that way. You have to go in there with a mindset that, let me learn something. Because this is not going to be my final fight. Terence Crawford doesn't give us the idea that he's going to step and sign to another promotion the rest of his career. But it's not going to affect him like it is with PBC. Even if he move up to 154, with or without Errol Spence on his resume, this is not going to stop him from getting fights because he's still a high dollar name. His popularity has soared through the motherfucking skies. He's been on several interviews. We can't look back into the past and say, oh, if he would have did this early, he would have did this, and this. Man, like I said before, I can't tell that man to do something that I wasn't doing. I wasn't a talkative person. I feel better when you stay to yourself because it provides people less confidentiality. Less access. You know what I'm saying? Reduced access to your personal shit. You know what I'm saying? To get to see who you are as a person. Really, the consumer is pretty much the old school saying with like, they come to see you fight. The consumer is paying to come see you fight. But now with social media and everything, people want to see you on social media. You know, they want to see you do a Terence Crawford IG live and have, thousands of people tuned in to that shit. They want boxers to step outside their comfort zone and be social media applicable. Like they want you in attendance. Even if you like it or not, they want your ass in attendance today. The times has changed, man. How do you think Teofimo versus Sandor will go? I think it's going to be a tough fight, Mr. Pass. Sandor is not an easy go for Teo. He's not. It's just like we seen the last fight. Can Sandor whatever deal with the offensive strategy that Teo has to maintain that durability throughout the fight? Because we've seen Teo is capable of breaking down his opponents. He is very capable of breaking down his opponents. And also Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin has to basically go in there with the confidence that he can beat Teofimo Lopez. I'm not putting George Kambosos up because Teofimo, he really wasn't healthy that way. But he has to go in there with the mindset of a Masayoshi Nakatani. Nakatani had success with Teofimo early in the fight. So he definitely have to go in there and hold his ground, man, and be smart. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to prove a whole lot to Teofimo Lopez early. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all depends. Teo is a smart fighter, man. People don't give him enough credit for being a very smart boxer. You know what I'm saying? But Sandor Martin, depending on his adrenaline and how he handles that spotlight being in there with Teofimo Lopez, he's already had one upset. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us calls it an upset, even though he'd already been defeated once by Errol Spence. He beat Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, to many, was supposed to win that fight. What's going on, Pop, in the building? Good afternoon. Salute to you, bro. Tony Boswell, much respect at World Combat Sports, and the chat stopped in to show support. 100. Working the listen, my brother. Salute to you, Tony. Always, man. One love to the chat participants on the boulevard this morning. Real talk. SB90. What's good? I can't see Teo outboxing Martin. We'll see. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease on deck, man. What it do, Gumbo? How you feeling this morning, brother? Be safe out there on the road. Salute WCS, my brother in the chat, 100. No doubt, man. Salute to you. Big shout out. New Media Today, USA Boxing on deck. Coach Malachi in the building, man. What's good, everybody? Salute to you, Coach. What's good with you? Trap Media on deck. Bro, Tio had the wrong game plan against Cam. Wouldn't blame health. Salute. It's easy for us on the outside not to blame health. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's easy for us to do that because we're not in fight camp with him, nor do we know what's going on. But look, I can tell you from being close to the camp, he ain't that dude to make excuses like that. I was there when he was hurting, making weight, several fights before this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? He was having problems. They were talking about, hey, we want to pick the right time to move away from the division, but we want to go for these belts and become undisputed first, and this, that, and the other. He was having problems, making weight. That's been documented. For him, I mean, if he had problems making weight and still went in there and perform, why would he all of a sudden have to make an excuse against Kambosos, who was coming off 2 split decisions, shawty? Like, he was the mandatory. Kambosos ain't beat nobody. He was coming off 2 split decision wins off Selby and freaking Bay. Split. So he gets the opportunity to face Tio because Tio selected him and then select Devin Haney, the only other viable opponent that was in the lightweight division. I mean, I don't know why people are so freaking, bent on being so stern when it comes to health problems with boxers. These boxers take a lot of freaking punishment, bro. They too go out in the element and run, exercise, train in the element. They too go back in the gym and train in the element. Crawford is up there in Colorado Springs training, and it's cold as shit up there probably. They have to maintain health too to continue to train, or else they might come in and have to force those pounds off at the last minute because they were sick. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I'm just being that honest with you. What's going on? Battle in the building. This is Rob on deck. Why would Bud give up a chance at Undisputed? First of all, he didn't give up anything at Undisputed. If Undisputed is not available for him, then it's not available for him. All I have to say to y'all who continue to ask why, and everything is placed on Bud, I have to give you your report card. You know what I'm saying? I have to give you your report card on this holiday season. I give you an F for failing to do your own research and not understanding that majority of the people that's in this chat, I don't have to give this response to, because they already know what they know. Not just from being over here, but they know from circulating around and going from channel to channel. The ones that come over here and ask those dumb questions about why he gave up Undisputed, how if he revisiting? If he wanted to fight this year for and possibly get 8 figures or less, right? Why wouldn't he take the fight? Who says Errol Spence is a big name if he can't get his name on the freaking contract? They never was in contract status, bro. It's not going to be undisputed if you can't get the name on the contract. They was doing some other things, bro. But anyway, I do shout out Team Crawford, man, for making this fight happen, especially at the end of the year, because we hear about this all the time about fighters not having pensions, fighters not having freaking retirement plan from boxing. But yeah, the fighter diverts their attention somewhere else to make money. That's business. If one business deal falls through, you go to another business deal if you have that outlet. If you have that lifeline to do so, utilize that lifeline. What's wrong with that? Y'all acting like y'all are the ones in here lacing these fighters' hands. Wrapping these fighters' hands, lacing the gloves and everything else. And act like they just supposed to do what you say. That's childish, bro. Look, and how crazy, Battle, that you don't know what you're talking about. Spence still don't have a fight lined up. So if he was at Disney World, he wasn't in fight camp. All right, he wasn't even ready to fight this year, first of all. And then next year, Gervonta Davis is opening up the year, not Errol Spence. But I can tell you who's opening up for to close out that card in Omaha, Nebraska next month. That's Terence Crawford. I can tell you that. I can tell you he about to get paid. I'm telling you, you can't get deferred payments when you don't damn fight and you're not at the job. If you don't show up for work, then how you gonna get deferred payments? How you gonna get shit on the back end? This man about to go over there and get paid. As of Errol Spence, he's over there doing what? Who knows? I'm just gonna keep his face on the milk carton until the official word come out. This man's not only over there just waiting, but he don't even want to face the guy that they trying to put in the ring with him, in Thurman. Keith Thurman, he don't want to do nothing with him all because he don't like the dude. He doesn't like the dude, bro. Hey, don't time him out, Gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Let him frequent the chat because he's not saying anything of importance. I know he's probably one of those alphabet boys. You know, shout out to Coach. He's probably one of them strayed Wakandans. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, them Wakandans, they stray over here, and then you have to load up on their ass. But not today. I'm not gonna load up today. Not You're not gonna get me off topic because that's the whole point. I give you the option to talk about Spence, but you don't want to talk about Spence. Y'all want to stay on Crawford, so I'm gonna stay on Crawford too. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting. He is the one fighting at the end of this year, next month. 3 weeks from now, he's fighting, bro. He's fighting. Toby on deck, man. Shout out to the UK in the building. Gooch, what's good? What's good? Shout out to everyone that's on deck. I had to come on here and talk about BOK Prime, man, because I feel like, from what I hear, they're going to have several of the fights on the horizon come 2023. All right? So, therefore, from what I'm hearing, too, that Terence Crawford, he may potentially not do another fight over there, but maybe some fighters that he know that potentially may fight on BOK Prime. I don't know how true that is. Don't quote me on it. But if everything goes right with December 10th, I don't see him just walking away from BOK Prime, period, and saying, I'm going about my business. I got my bag. I'm out. No, I think on the end of his career, if they have the money, you know what I'm saying? If they're able to satisfy the fight card, satisfy the fighters and compensating them, and also satisfy the consumers that paid to see them fight, we might have something going on here for a little bit. Triller did it. Triller came in, made a splash, dipped out. So let's see if BOK Prime can do it. I heard they got deep pockets. For real, I heard they got deep pockets. And that's as far as we can go with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how far they can go with that. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. What's good? Salute to you. Everybody's in the building. Hit the like button, man. We need to get the likes up. We need to get the likes up, people. This, you know, we have the supporters that's on deck, and then we have the stray Wakandans. You know what I'm saying? That's over here whining and complaining. Let me go over here on Monday. I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't care about anything except the fight is happening. You know what I'm saying? The fight is happening. But let's go and take a look. What are the implications? Okay, what do Terence Crawford need to do for David Avanesian in this fight? Clearly, he needs to go in there and not just win, but he needs to look good at winning. Because even though David Avanesian, right, he's ranked where he's ranked, people are not looking at him as a bum. For Crawford, he has a history. Crawford has all stoppages in the welterweight division. A lot of those fighters are named, even from Jeff Horn all the way to Sean Porter. They're named opponents, even those that's in between. They're named opponents. David Avanesian coming into the square to challenge Crawford. It basically puts Crawford in a position where, yeah, this was kind of a last-minute opponent, but we expecting him to go in there and finish the job. That's what fans are expecting. Why? Because from Jeff Horn, where he earned the title, and his 5 defenses, all the way up to stopping Shawn Porter, he has a history of being him. He has a history of going in there getting the job done. So he definitely has to go in here and don't how you put it? What's the word I'm looking for? Don't fall short of repeating what the consumers are used to seeing you do. Just go in there, fight your fight. You know what I'm saying? Make it look good. And, you know, for real, get the stoppage. We want to see him go in here and stop this guy, Avanesian. We really do. It's not like it's impossible to stop this dude. We want to see him have a damn good performance. It's the main event. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell that man to put in on any rounds just because, you know, to please his fans. Go in there and do what you got to do. We already know when he hit the kill switch, it's on and popping. So I know they don't want to come in here and see this man go out in 2 rounds. But when it comes down to Crawford taking this fight, potentially for his 39th victory and 30th knockout, yeah, go in there and handle that business, bro. That's good shit. That's really good shit. He says, it doesn't matter what he has to sell. BOK Prime is going into this vested interest, knowing that they are dealing with boxing. Now, just to debunk what you're saying, Bob Arum, Don King, whatever, Tom Brown, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearns, all these guys at one point in their career has lost money. It's not automatic to say in a short period of time that we can't assume that BOK understands they're going to lose some money. But what is it to you? It doesn't matter who sold what. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that they want the name. They want the brand. They want Terence Crawford. They want to be able to put on a show in his backyard. They're doing everything good. You know what I'm saying? Everything is lining up real nice. It's very smart of them to do that. They're just not having this fight somewhere in Arizona where this fight is being promoted by people who's not going to have the money on deck, and it turns into an absolute debacle. No, we're talking about a fighter who's well known in his hometown, a fighter who's laced up for some tough fights in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. So what does this money got to do with it? Why are y'all worrying about money? That does nothing for the brand. When they put you in the Hall of Fame, you think they're gonna scrub a list and find out how much you made in your career to basically validate you in being a inductee to the Hall of Fame? That's not the case, brother. I mean, you don't sound like you're very educated about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense. But what I can tell you that Crawford has not had any videos that come out basically putting him in a predicament. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any of those videos. He's been training. He's been out of sight, out of mind. He's been coming on, talking to the people on various outlets. He's been continuing to do interviews with these individuals. He's giving his fans what they want, and also his naysayers attention. He's allowing his naysayers to hear what he has to say so they can do a video, 10 minutes after the video ends. I mean, do a live stream 10 minutes after the live stream ends or the freaking interview ends. He's giving both. He's giving his fans that support, and then he's giving his naysayers content to talk about. Because, hey, we all know, and God knows this too, that y'all don't give a damn about Spence. You over here talking so much shit about freaking Crawford, but y'all don't give a damn about talking shit about Spence, bro. Y'all don't give a damn, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, none of that shit you talk about makes sense. You over here in my chat, right? And you're not even talking about Errol Spence Jr. You're talking about Crawford. Look, you're talking about Crawford, the same person that I'm talking about right now. You feel me? That's who you're talking about. And I haven't even kicked you out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy, dog. What's going on, Big Blunts and boxing? What's good? You know what I'm saying? You're not even doing anything that's important right now to make a statement about your fighter. We need some content on Errol Spence, because obviously you're an Errol Spence fighter. You're a stray Wakandan. You know what I'm saying? Why are you over here? Spence didn't do shit except make videos and still have trouble. He has trouble battling his demons. You know, I saw you. Look, this is how much I pay attention, right? This is how I pay attention. I just saw this dude over there on the Boxing Voice. This is how much I pay attention to the streams. I just saw him over there on the Boxing Voice, and he wasn't even having this type of energy over there. So this fuckboy come over here in my chat talking this nonsense when you should be talking about Spence. You should be taking this time to do a live stream about him battling his demons, having troubles with sobriety, having strippers sit up there and put him on blast in the comfort of his own home. You know what I'm saying? You should be thinking about that. You should think about how can you come up with a SOP, how to go to the strip club and not become a part of the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to Pusha T's voice. Listen to Pusha T's damn rebuttal. Look at when he went at Drake. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that shit. One of the hottest. You should listen to that, shawty. For real. What is a standard operating procedure on not to get caught up and become a part of a strip club by freaking popping out a baby by one of the strippers, dog? You should be over there thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You over here in my chat because you mad Crawford has a fight coming up next month, and he's going to be on prime time once again, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to know. Juice said, I heard So Cold is in BLK is in the BLK prime card. Look, I'm waiting to really go over the card at a later date. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure I gather all my pieces together for this undercard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. I don't have to do nothing, bro. You was just over in the Boxing Voices freaking live chat today, and you have all this energy over here. Just your first name alone, know that you coming over here and trying to start shit. You know what I'm saying? But did you look at my thumbnail though? What I'm looking forward is him going in there getting his 39th victory and 30 knockouts. That's what I'm looking for. Regardless of what you got to say, nothing else matters, man. Y'all individuals have to understand that the more you talk about Terence Bud Crawford, it shows how much you don't give a damn about Spence. I mean, we're talking about people being in fight camp and people being on laying in the bed, barely conscious. You know what I'm saying? Under influence or something. Not even in fight camp. They don't even have a fight lined up for this man who y'all said was going to pretty much fight this year in 2022. This man is at Disney World. He has no fight lined up. How can you be over here wasting your day and this man don't even have a fight lined up yet? It's just a rumor mill out there about Keith Thurman. When are they fighting, bro? Go get me that information. Be a good little Wakandan and go get me that information, okay? Give me that information. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We know Spence didn't lie because he wasn't the one that was up there talking. You know, he can only say so much. Al Heyman tell him to shut the fuck up, and he sit over there and talk about the fire stick. He can't do any talking, shouty. He can't do any talking. But we all heard Crawford was out here talking. You know, he pretty much put the information out there. And I want to commend him for stepping away from the negotiations into another deal that can get him paid. And then, not only that, he goes in here and win this fight. I think the negotiations next year may be a much higher percentage than they were this year. I don't think Crawford's going to go in there and take 35%. I don't think the people are going to look at it like, well, let's revisit. If we're going to revisit, it ain't nothing to talk about, right? This negotiation should be zipped up, done. We go into 2023, and all these damn Spencerholics up here talking about, oh, all he had to do was sign a contract that never was there. If they zipped up all this shit, and the only problem was the fight going down in 2022, so it's really nothing much to talk about except the money. The money will probably change now. Crawford's saying, hey, we're in a whole nother year, man. I want the guarantee. I want all that shit. Let's make it happen. That's the only thing that can make it or break it for both fighters. And if I was Terence Crawford, I'd definitely go in there and try to basically work my way into the new budget and get paid, goddammit. Work your way into the new budget. That you know they got more money, for this fight. The Canelo has already been on record. It's saying he's not entertaining that idea. So make the fucking fight. Let's get it. All these motherfuckers up here hanging on to November 19th, shit didn't happen. Hanging on to October, shit didn't happen. It's supposed to be in August, shit didn't happen. Okay? This shit didn't motherfucking happen, dog. And the skills itself is not 50-50. The skills are way off. You know what I'm saying? We already know skill for skill when it comes to fight. Let's just say they 50-50 for the sake of today. You know what I'm saying? They 50-50 to make the fight. Both fighters are on the pound for pound list. So therefore, negotiation, it should be 50-50. They both on the pound for pound list. Even though Crawford has more credentials, they both on the pound for pound list. So let's just say for the sake of it, because there's no need for me to go through Thanksgiving, right? And go through Christmas talking about a situation that has been put on timeout. You know what I'm saying? It has been put on timeout. Crawford is stepping into the ring next month. You understand that? December 10th, he has a fight. So what you need to do is pretty much go find out when Errol Spence is fighting. Go find the interviews. This is Rob say, Battle, you're doing exactly what your name is defined to be in 2022. Loud and wrong. But it's all good. Live your life. Talk to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? They run astray every now and then. You know what I'm saying? See, I haven't even opened the back door and let them dogs out, dog. I gotta let them cane coursers, them mastiffs, Tibetan mastiffs. You know what I'm saying? Let them motherfucking wild dogs out. I'm just saying, it's the holiday season. People off work. Some people, you know what I'm saying? The kids out of school, so they off work. So it's going to be a lot of people, coming on here trolling and shit. But to be honest with you, I really wanted to come on here to highlight, just like I said, Terence Crawford taking advantage of this moment. Being able to provide for his family. Not only that, if indeed so-called Steve Nelson's going to be on the card amongst other fighters from his stable, cool. Because he's did that before. Just like, you see Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner have guys that's around, like Rashi Warren and Robert Easter Jr. and some of those other guys. He usually had them fighting on the card. So it's good if he has some stable mates that's up there fighting on this damn BOK prime card and they paying pretty good money. Why not? Why not, bro? Why not, man? Get that bag. Because at the end of the day, Crawford says he's good, but I'm going to keep the same energy like I said with Deontay Wilder. Regardless of you being good, it doesn't mean that you don't have to make any more money. Like, these fighters have to choose whether they want to come back to the ring. Deontay chose to come back to the ring and continue to build upon his legacy and make more money. Crawford is at a point where he can make more money and build on his legacy as an active fighter. Why not? Why not, bro? Build on that shit. Why not? Shout out to Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Shaw on deck, man. Salute WCS in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Salute to the real ones on deck. So, you know, when you start talking all that nonsense, I got to just go ahead and put you on timeout, shawty. I really gave you, you know, that life raft so you can float around in this bitch for a little bit. But, you know, when you start talking all that other nonsense outside of boxing, I got to get your ass on about your way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Extras was trolling me yesterday. He has them male girl lovers, man. And you know what's crazy about the whole situation is that Crawford actually has a fight, like I keep mentioning. Terence Crawford has a motherfucking fight. And this is only going to help him when he goes into 2023 with the possibility of revisiting these negotiations again. Now, y'all have to understand this shit. Listen to me now. When Crawford gets in the ring next month and then he goes into the negotiation, y'all Spence-aholics should be hoping and wishing that somehow, some way in the upcoming weeks, y'all find out if Spence got a fight or not. I'm telling you. Because don't say that he walked away from Undisputed, but yet Spence ended up getting stripped or freaking have to vacate one of those titles because simply he don't want to fight a certain fighter. All that shit y'all was talking. All that shit. Let me tell you how the fuck boys work. All this shit that they was talking. Look who's in a predicament now. You got all the heavy lifting belts. You lift them bitches up with a motherfucking car jack. You carry them bitches around. Now Keith Thurman is at your doorstep telling me, hey, I'm ready. You ain't never defeat me for none of them belts. Now you have a tough opponent right there. You have a tough opponent, bro, that you don't want to fight. But your pom-pom cheerleaders are over here worrying about Terence Crawford, who's already set, signed, delivered to step in there December 10th. He's done. He's already set to fight. You don't even have a fight date lined up for 2023 calendar. So now it brings in the question, if Bud goes into 2023 and try to visit the negotiations, what's going to be the excuse then? He got his ass beat too much in there with Thurman? Oh, he didn't want to fight Thurman, so it's no way you can fight for Undisputed? Once again, I remind y'all, Bud Crawford did not ask to be undisputed at welterweight. He just has a belt that is needed. They don't want to step in there with Bud Crawford because deep down inside, they're unsure that he's able to go in there and win. But if they keep the belts, they can continue to make some fights that can make some money to get Al Heyman paid. Real talk, to get Al Heyman paid. Because like they say all the time, right? In-house fights are the best, right? Crawford doesn't want to sign for an in-house fight. But neither did Canelo. Canelo didn't sign for the face Caleb Plant. He didn't sign a multi-fight deal to face Caleb Plant. Once again, he did not sign a multi-fight deal to face Caleb Plant. But he was able to get the IBF title. So why can't Crawford somehow, some way get the fight with Errol Spence? Why can't Al Heyman look out for Errol Spence like he looked out for Canelo? It's one more belt out there. You did all the heavy lifting, but now Keith Thurman has returned, and you don't want to fight him. You on the phone to my whatever he just said. I think in between that shit, I heard, I told you, I don't even want to fight that dude. I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I don't even want to fight that dude. I told you, I don't even want to fight that dude. He said he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. But these Spencerholics don't want to come over here and speak the truth about his own words. What is this? Boxing ain't a light game. Why the fuck you don't want to fight Keith Thurman, bro? Keith Thurman is a tough opponent for Spence, man. He's in a predicament right now. And the only way that we may not see undisputed is if he chooses to turn down the Keith Thurman fight. And then, you know, we don't even have anything on the calendar, so we don't know what the fuck is going on at all. At all. We don't know. What the fuck they talking about now? Crawford is lined up, signed, sealed, delivered, 36 hours, put it on the motherfucking docket. But yet, 2023, all we hear is Tank Davis, Tank Davis, Tank Davis, Tank Davis. We hear Ryan Garcia more than we hear Spence. Who's really the big deal over there? And when it comes to Showtime, PBC, who's really the big deal? It seems like Tank Davis is just taking everything. Like, people want to come see Tank Davis. For our understanding, Tank Davis really got 2 fights lined up for 2023. For Errol Spence, he's on a milk carton, like I said. Where the fuck is he at? Are you going to fight Keith Thurman or not? Are you going to fight Keith Thurman or not? That's all I'm saying. May the best man win. Real talk. I want to see Crawford in there with the best man win. Keith Thurman was a former unified champion. Errol Spence is currently the unified champion. I want to see the best man win out of that too, if it happens. And then I want to see Crawford go in there and earn his 40th victory. That's all. I'm not the one to sit up here and say, well, I hope Keith Thurman knock your punk ass out. No, I really want Crawford to do that. I want Crawford to do that shit. I don't want Keith Thurman to have that pleasure, dog. I don't want Keith Thurman to have that pleasure. I want them to have a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I want the best man to win, preferably Spence, because I know how much of a freaking sorority that he has out here on YTC. I want his sorority to be so depressed that they start talking about something that's outrageously different than boxing. I want them motherfuckers talking about the stars, planets, you know what I'm saying, debris that is floating around in space. I want them to talk about global warming, because they already showed us when the video came out, they want to talk about Kyrie Irving, basketball. So when goddamn Terence Crawford knock him the fuck out, I want them to start talking about, is it life on Mars? And look, I want them to start talking about astrology, the Milky Way. I want them motherfuckers to be so fucked up. I want them to start talking about, does life exist up there? Do you think boxing can ever happen in space? For real, because they're not talking about this nigga down here. They don't give a fuck about what Errol Spence got going on down here. They may talk behind the scenes, but they probably saying to themselves, God damn, is it true what he's saying about old girl who used to be a stripper? Yeah, them Texas boys know. I know everything I need to know about this situation now. It didn't even take me that long to find out. I'm talking about face-to-face shit. Face-to-face shit down here. Her real name, what she used to do, who she been with, how she linked up with Errol. I'm not going on here putting all that shit out. I mean, I'm not messy like that. All I said was, you know, I grew up off strip clubs down here in the A2, so I know what that life is about. But not now one of my kids is from a stripper though. Yuck. Now one of them, shawty. Now I don't want to offend nobody that might be up here in the chat and might have some children that they love and adore that may be from a stripper, but not in this household. Now I've been to some parties. Now I ain't gonna lie, and you know, man, shit, you know. Had some good times and shit, but no, never that. So when you see that shit pop off on that supposed TikTok video, and y'all want to sit up here and convince and lie about it. I even found out why that shit went down the way it did with that video. No cap. None. I found out the whole situation on why that shit went down the way it did with her exposing him like that. And yes, he was fucked up. Yes, he was fucked up. It wasn't no motherfucking TikTok video. And I'm not about to have y'all niggas debate me on the panel over a damn video he put out. I know for a fact. I heard from the motherfucking sources to be that's actually in Texas. That I know down here in the A. I know firsthand what it's about. But what we do know for sure is that I'm not going to give Spence too much of my airtime because my focus is on other fighters that I actually, rock with. And I want to leave that up to y'all because y'all act like y'all pussy when it comes to dang Errol Spence and hold him accountable of what y'all supposed to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then if somebody say something about it, y'all come up here like y'all have a vaginal yeast infection. You know what I'm saying? You come up here dripping shit everywhere. Man, you know what happened, man. Shit, dog. My gynecology appointment, man, it ain't till next week, man. I'm irritated as fuck, dog. Stinking like a motherfucker. Nah, bro. Y'all come over here with that vaginal type temperament. Get your boy in check, bro. That's all I'm saying. Get your boy in check. Haynes said if Errol don't want to fight Thurman, then his best option is, if he still wants to fight for Undisputed, is to sign the fight right after David Avanesian fight with Crawford, so it'll be a unification. Listen, you talking some sense, right? Okay? You talking some sense. But like I said before that, Haynes, PBC don't want that fight right now. So if he's able to sign the fight, let's just say he go ahead and sign the fight after Crawford go in here and step on Avanesian. He signs the fight. We have to see how that plays out because, once again, it's nothing out there on the airwaves that's confirming that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman is going down in March, in February. There's nothing out there yet. We don't have no date for February, which somebody tried to put out there. We don't have for March, April. We don't have no date yet. So if indeed they do what you say, it'll be golden. All we want to do is hear an announcement. Not going down the damn Ferris wheel of freaking the madness of the Ferris wheel, putting all these Spencerholics on that bitch and spinning it around and round and round with the same fucking narratives all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be on a roller coaster and that shit just jumps the track and goddamn put an end to all that shit. I don't want to hear the same shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We just hear too much of the same shit. So get the fight signed early 23 so we can see the fight, give or take. Early spring, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence been out the ring long enough. Terence Crawford, of course, having a fight in December. So, yeah, early spring, that's what it is, bro. Let's say end of April, May, something like that. May pretty much. Let's do May. May's not that bad. That'll give enough time for Spence to lose a little bit of that holiday weight that he's going to gain throughout the holidays, because turkey and motherfucking Hennessy, that shit can put some weight on you. You know what I'm saying? Ham, Hennessy, yeah, that put some weight on you. You know what I'm saying? Cornbread dressing, chitlins and shit. All the motherfucking damn beef shit they got up there. Pork rump. You know what I'm saying? Potato salad. All that shit he going to be eating during the holiday. That should be enough time for him to damn drop some of that weight. Because I don't want to hear no fucking excuses that, oh man, I've been competing in welterweight too long. It's time for me to move up to 154. And better yet, these Spencerholics not thinking about him getting to the fight, right? With Crawford. And goddamn not making weight. He might miss weight. And the only person competing for the belt is Terence Crawford. So it turns into a legacy fight for freaking Errol Spence. And it turns into a legacy fight for Terence Crawford to become 2-division undisputed. Because he go in there and step on Spence. people are gonna be like, okay, that's what he should have done. You know what I'm saying? He's going to pick up the motherfucking belts. He's going to continue to extend his legacy with a second division undisputed. And also, it's going to place him higher on the pound-for-pound list if there's ever a position. And the good thing I'm going to love is seeing Spence drop down potentially off the pound-for-pound list and not having to worry about that no more. Oh, it's going to be some petty bullshit going on, dog. I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Bruce Gas boxing jazz and more in the building. What's good with it? Mr. Gumbo say 11 likes, 33 eyes. Why you doing me like that, man? Why can't y'all just get the likes up? Let's go. 27 likes, man, and 41 in the building. What y'all listening to? Come on, man. Get the likes up. Just be nice, man. It's the holiday spirit. Be nice, bro. But appreciate that comment, Haynes. You know what I'm saying? I heard, I already read that. Let me see, Toby. Up to now, it's only Bob Arum that lost money on Bud Crawford pay-per-views. I certainly haven't, so I don't care. Well, I was talking about as promoters, period. Like, I didn't mention all the mid-tier promoters, all the lower-tier promoters. I mean, they have to go in there knowing there's a grand risk. That's the promoters. You got to have some pockets. You know that shit ain't easy, man. Not everybody can get their promoters freaking approval and have the expenses to go in here and promote a fight. It's tough, man. That shit ain't easy. But that would be the ABC, man. We want to talk about as easy as it can get. Crawford wins this fight. They sign in January, so to speak. They sign the fight in January and make this shit happen. Somebody put in the chat, what is the cutoff for Spence to fight Thurman? What is the cutoff? Anybody know? Because Thurman ain't did shit lately. So what is the cutoff? Hey, shout out to Tyrone in the building. And he's trying to dictate what we should and shouldn't be doing. He said Thurman a tough fight. No shit. I said he was forming unified. No shit. All of a sudden Thurman's a tough fight, huh? When it comes to Errol Spence. You motherfucking right is a tough fight, right? I just hope he don't receive the orders there, Tyrone. Okay? And another thing, Tyrone, don't come in the grown man chat telling grown men what they should do on their channels. I'll suggest you create your own channel and you be the host of your channel and put out the content you want so you can get the amount of subscribers tuned in to you. This content creation and this content distribution is not easy, brother. Who cares? Look, you're talking about something I don't care about. I don't sit on here and prognosticate negativity like that and saying, oh, you don't never hear me say that shit about Spence. Well, I hope it doesn't do this. Well, I hope it doesn't do that. Well, I hope Spence do that. Nothing but the Spencerholics and the Spencer Spence come over here and talk about, well, the pay-per-view gonna flop and this, that, and the other. Who cares? The dude is getting paid. Why do you care what the pay-per-view is gonna do? If you're not participating nor do you support Terence Crawford, why are you over here in the chat, bro? If EJ is smart, they will complete a deal with Bud before Christmas. And see, somebody talked about that. I don't know if it was you or somebody else mentioned that in the chat the other day. It would be smart of them to complete this deal, right? This year. So we already know the fight is going down next year and we can start planning. Isn't that what we want to do? We want to plan for this fight. Isn't that what we want to do? This is Rob. We want to be able to plan for this shit, bro. Once the fight is signed and the fight is made official and it's announced, fuck everything else. What you gonna do? Continue to talk shit about Crawford? You know what I'm saying? What they going to do? The fight is made now. I guarantee the temperature is going to change once the fight is made. I told y'all yesterday, all these cats are trying to do is sabotage the fight because they don't want the fight to happen. Wouldn't you think if you had a bunch of pro Spence channels on here, they would be talking about building up Spence and making this fight happen? But all they talk about is Crawford because they don't want the fight to happen. They're sabotaging the fight, y'all. They don't want Crawford to have the glory of knocking Spence the fuck out. Once again, y'all, these pro Spence channels do not want to afford Terence Crawford the glory, the legacy, the moment, the memory of knocking Spence the fuck out. They don't want it because it's going to ruin all the bullshit that they've been talking. Just think about it. Is it logically to think if I support somebody, right, I'm going to speak more about their opposition and I don't want to give them no love? Do you understand that this is a group of channels talking the same thing and they're not even talking about Errol Spence? They're talking about Crawford because they don't want the fight to happen. These dudes that get on here and talk about how they support Blue so much with BOK Prime, but yet the fighter that he's getting all the glory from is Terence Bud Crawford. And then all they do is come out and talk shit about Crawford. They don't want the fight to happen. And they mad that he's signing with BOK Prime. So it's almost like they say, fuck Blue Blood. We're going to continue to talk about Terence Crawford. Look, Blue need to grow some cojones, man, and just bail the fuck out. I told him, bro, if you want to elevate yourself and attach to this particular thing, now's the perfect time to do it, dog. BOK is just on the scene. All right, they just now coming on the scene. This would be a perfect time to make that transition. You're going to be out in Omaha, I'm guessing, right? So that'll be a good time to say, hey, man, I denounced the LDBC. I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Leave them behind. Don't be scared. Man, I just look at it like this, bro. If your channel can grow, right? If you feel your channel can grow, why do you need a group? Because you feel they're going to goddamn give you backlash and they're going to try to sabotage what you got going on? I know. You probably feeling some type of way. You say, baby, I don't know what to do. I know they're going to come for my head, baby. I know I should have got out of this a long time ago. Listen, I'm telling you, Blue. I'm telling you right now, it's an opportune time for you to bounce. Seriously. If you don't bounce now, you'll find out up the road. Seriously, you'll find out. Errol said he tried what Dubai called What's Good. Most of the Spence fans are YouTube deputies with no other prospects in life. It's sad. You know, the fact that you have so many pro Spence individuals that want to pretend like they support the man. They don't support the man. They're not sitting up here trying to help this man come out of sobriety. This is a living human being. They're not trying to help him out with anything. They just sitting up here pretending that this was a social media stunt. Grown motherfucking people. They will sit up here and talk about how good Al Heyman is and everything. But yet, they're trying to say that the brand that Al Heyman has under his charge, one of those brand members, those names is Errol Spence. And he's just going to say, oh, anybody seen that video? He takes a look at the video. Okay. Yeah, that's going to, I think business model wise, that's going to sell a lot more pay-per-views when we try to make this fight with Crawford next year. That's real good. Man, that's nice. I wonder if she came up with that idea, just to put him out there and make him look like that, knowing he has a brand, man down, man up, man stupid, man drunk, man intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? How does this video makes him look any better heading into this fight with Crawford? What does it do to his brand? This shit is all over the world now. That video went viral. But yet, we have these absolute clowns on the YTC that's sitting up here telling people, that was a TikTok. Nigga, you sound stupid. Y'all are not in that man's best interest, man. For real. LAB, that shit gonna be Hennessy and glazed ham, dog. A honey baked ham. Them mother gonna be goddamn having a nice one, dog. Keyshawn said he's scary for sure, man. He said he's scary. He don't want to fight Bud. Look, these dudes on here know he don't want to fight. That's why they sabotaging. They sitting up here sabotaging the fight because they don't want him to fight freaking Terence Crawford. So every other 30 minutes, you hear them talking about Bud. Kudos to you. You're proving my point. He said, I don't know, man. The WC ain't announced nothing. We ain't heard shit, shawty. Real talk. We ain't heard nothing on Errol Spence, bro. Nothing on Errol Spence. Zero. But yeah, he can make a video and they sit up here.
Oh, well, I'm just going to be honest with you. For those of you that's believing what your eyes are telling you about, unified welterweight world champion, with the haircut of 3 inches on top and 1 on the side, black eyelashes, black brows, skin complexion brown. He has a reach of 62 inches, a height of 5'5", light fingernail coloration, a couple of scars on his knuckles. His favorite shoe is this. I mean, stop it, bro. Y'all doing that man a freaking disservice when it comes down to that shit. This shit is bad, dog. The video went viral, and y'all niggas up here talking about Bud Crawford. Y'all are the worst fan base in boxing, man. Errol Spence Jr. has the worst fan base when it comes to this YouTube shit in the sport of boxing. The worst, dog. You think us as Bud supporters, hey, we appreciate y'all continuing to talk about him, because every single time his name is floating around here, he's the hottest topic, and y'all ain't doing shit but further building up his popularity. Nobody's talking about a dude that's making videos intoxicated or drugged up or whatever. Is he ever gonna fight again? Has anybody seen the infamous Errol Spence Jr.? Has anybody seen him out running? What does he do? Treadmill work inside world class? When have anybody seen him outdoors? Can any one of y'all Texas media outlets, can y'all get some footage? God damn. Do DJ have the whole motherfucking state locked down when he steps out the door? Do they only run at 3 o'clock in the morning? No footage of him at Disney World? What did he do? Have on a mask? Damn. Is this dude even boxing anymore? What's his weight, man? What's his weight? Give me something. God damn, dog. The XO Factor say salute to bro WCS. Y'all smash the like button. Salute to you there, XO. Appreciate you pulling up. Them Texas dudes be doing EJ dirty. They stay taking advantage of him. Hey, man, all I know, Showtime, man, I wanted, I was on cue. Shit, I said, man, you know what? I got to do some research and find out some things, because things look a little funny. And, I finally got all the damn answers, and it ain't good, y'all. It ain't good for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know how many of them pro Spence fans know what I know about that situation. It ain't good, man. Nobody's worrying about all that, man. You're talking about things that you don't have control over. All you do is control the narrative that you type in and press and enter. That's it. It's not even important for me to read it. What's going on, official? Haters won't support BLK, but they will surely watch the fight elsewhere. Absolutely. Say less. They absolutely gonna watch the fight because they want to see Bud downfall. They want to see Avanesian go in there and have the time of his life, dog. They want him to have the best fight he ever could have in his boxing career when he step in there in Omaha. That's what they want. Black Prime going bankrupt after this. Bud needs to walk out with a ski mask. Man, you know what? You sound like a kid. Dude, you sound stupid. You sound stupid, dog. Travis, what's good? You sound stupid. Real talk. You sound stupid. And I can tell that you let out of school for Thanksgiving. I can tell you one of those kids that was let out for the week. And you in the closet on the damn laptop knowing that your parents is at work. You know what I'm saying? Your sister might be at home. You don't want her to come down there and start beating your ass. So you in the closet talking shit. The grown ass man. Ask permission, dog. Put yourself on timeout, goddammit. Log out your account. Take some time. Go in there and clean up the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do something productive with your life. Mark Nash on deck. What's good? W says, here what I found. Free negotiation period. After the WBC orders about, that should be a period of 30 days for the parties to negotiate, finalize, execute, and file a contract for the match. Okay. Appreciate that, Mark. So if they saying the man has 30 days, right? Because this is not more so a mandatory where you have somebody that has fought. You know, just like Lomachenko and Luke Campbell, they just fought, and we're talking about 6 months they got to fight. Nah, Errol is the current reigning defending. So we know that he hasn't fought mandatories in a lifetime already. This man hasn't fought mandatories in a fucking lifetime. So the WBC is ordering this shit with Keith Thurman out of nowhere. They have 30 days. Well, I want to know if indeed within those 30-day window, Mark, is it possible for Undisputed to trump that shit? And if it is, if they sign a fight, Crawford and Spence, within that 30-day window, does it none and void? Does it void the 30-day for the WBC ordering the fight? And if it does, when is Crawford and Spence going to have to fight? When will they be mandated to fight? So if a unification bout is signed within the 30-day window, and if it's complete and if it's something that's legally binding, what is a time frame that the Undisputed has to take place? Is it 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because unification trumps that shit. So being that Crawford stepping out the ring December 10th, is it possible for them to sign that contract within that 30-day window, trump that damn order, the WBC order, and then how long will it take for them? When do they have to step in the ring after that? How many days do they have before they have to freaking sign? I mean, not sign, but make that fight happen. Because if it's 30 days, that's just not gonna happen. 60. I'll say at least 90 days. I'm guessing. But appreciate that info, man. Appreciate that info. Should the parties fail to execute and file a contract with the WBC by the end of such period, the period of free negotiation shall be closed. But the WBC can extend it, hopefully. Yes, we've seen this happen before. You're absolutely right. The WBC can extend that shit. We just had this moment with somebody else, another fighter. Another fighter. The WBC can extend it. Who was it? It wasn't Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, I don't think. What was that? Let me see. What was that? The WBC can extend it. I totally forgot what division that was. But yeah, sounds very, very familiar, man. Very familiar. We was just talking about that WBC extending it. It could be extended if it doesn't happen. And that just goes to show you. I'm just curious about if they have that window. Can Crawford and Spence sign the fight for the Undisputed, which should trump anything they got going on? But how long do they have before they have to step in the ring to make that shit happen? That's what I want to know. Andrew Charles on deck. What's good? WCS salute. I'm on the grind checking. No doubt, bro. Be safe. Appreciate you pulling up. Pop, what's good? Hey, y'all be safe out there during these holidays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out here during these holidays, for real. There's a lot of shit going on. Someone just asked me how I know it's real, and he worked with my bro. Damn, the nine strong out here. How did he know what is real? What exactly? I don't know. What is real? BOK Prime. What is real? But a role model for black men. I wish people would identify that a little bit more, but they just look at his situation as out of sight, out of mind. And then for them to even speak on it, they will have to vie him with some type of praise, right? They don't want to praise that black man for being a part of his kid's life. You know what I'm saying? That's what black people just run off the damn rails, bro. And with contradiction and hypocrisy. Because you're covering a sport that has fighters from all walks of life. But yet we have these groups that believe in their supporting black people. You know what I'm saying? Like Erica. I love mentioning Erica because he always running and bitching, complaining to people, you know, like he's the victim now. You'll never be the fucking victim. But he said some shit like, what he should have did is build with us. Nigga, I'll never build with y'all. He said, you should have built, black man. And then turn around and make a comment about my last name. Like you actually think color has to do with a black man when you have white people with the last name black. Boy, you're a dumb boy. You're a dummy, boy. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Look, listen, y'all. When Thanksgiving comes around, check and see how many of these motherfuckers are online doing lives doing Thanksgiving, dog. And then that tells you right there how and what they have going on in their household, dog. I'm telling you, dog. Watch and see how many people that's on live several times during Thanksgiving. They got kids and a family and all that shit, bro. Oh, the video, Errol. Yeah, man. Hey, man. They can say what they want to say. I just want to talk to the one who made the video. I want to talk to her. That's all. I want to talk to her and see what was going on. After I heard why she did what she did, I just want to hear from somebody. You know, the people that I know, they definitely ain't gonna get on the screen and talk about that shit. Nah, they definitely ain't gonna do that. But just to hear the reason why and the length that she was go through to put him out there like that, and he is the breadwinner. He is the breadwinner. So Al Heyman's up there shaking his head like, oh my God, what the fuck? Man, goddamn, he getting on the phone. Errol, man, what the fuck y'all got going on over there, man? You fucking up my money, nigga. The fuck you got going on, man? Get that bitch on the phone now. I'm going to tell you straight up, bitch. You goddamn put another video out there, I'm fucking shit up. I'm going to send my people over there and make an example out of your punk ass. You understand me? Errol Spence is my fighter. I'm looking to make some money off him. You understand? I'm his advisor. You do some more dumb shit like that again, man, you'll be back on the pole tomorrow. You got it. We clear? Errol Heyman be talking to her like he goddamn a pimp. They can extend it, but they can shorten it too. Okay. All right. Right. Appreciate that. Good info. You know what I'm saying? Good info, shawty. For real, good info. Juice said, breaking news from Boxing Scene. The WBA approves Spence versus Thurman. Stanthionis will fight Ortiz. The winner of both fights have 180 days to negotiate a fight. Okay, good shit. All right, good shit. So per Boxing Scene, they approved Spence Thurman. So the approval process is, I guess the sanctioning bodies have gotten together to approve this fight, because that's like confirmed mean, okay, they confirmed that the fight can happen as far as, they went over the small particulars, ring, gloves, all that little shit. But yet, when it comes to everything else on the back end, that's when the commissions have to get together. The sanctioning bodies have to get together and all that, promotions and all that shit. So if they have approved Spence versus Thurman, let's see when they're going to announce the fight date. They didn't announce no fight date on there. Lee. They didn't announce no fight date. Let me go take a gander. Let me take a gander on this shit. Let me see. And appreciate that from Juice, man, dropping that nugget, dropping that gem into the live stream, man. You know what I'm saying? The informational nuggets, man. Appreciate you. So, the winners of this bout will square off in the near future, determine upon his body, soul. Okay, it sounds good. The winner of Spence Thurman is obligated to meet the winner of Stantionis Ortiz. Okay, so they basically saying the winner of Spence Thurman bout is obligated to meet the winner of Stantionis Ortiz. This ruling supersedes all previous ruling, and any issues that arise along the way will be resolved on the WBA rules. So they're trying to absolutely ignore Spence and Crawford's undisputed. Addition, the sanctioned body recently ordered WBA regular welterweight champion Stantionis to make a mandatory defense against Virgil Ortiz. Ortiz defeated Michael McKinson in WBA eliminated on August 8th. The winner of the bout, Stantionis, if it ends in a draw, will face the winner of Spence Thurman. The winner of the bout, or Stantionis, if it ends in a draw, will face the winner of Spence Thurman within 180 days. So therefore, when it comes to these draws, that's highly possible. That's highly possible because none of these fights right here is more lucrative, so to speak, or more demanding than Crawford Spence. Okay, it sounds good, but like I said before, they're not trying to make the fight over there. So if you see all this going on, look, I'm telling you once again, right? I'm telling y'all once again, if you see this language out here, and they're talking about the winner of Thurman Spence will fight Ortiz Stantionis, pay attention to the shit. Because it makes no point to continue to make videos and talk about who's ruining the fight, who don't want the fight, when they telling you right here. They're telling you right here, bro. I just want people to be smart and not go around here being just mongerers, hanging out, looking for shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Agitators. When they put language up here, just like what Lee just dropped, you have to pay attention when they say the winner will face. The winner will face. Oh, it's okay. These individuals who write these articles, they're pretty savvy too. So they're not going to really include the information with Crawford Spence. It depends on what outlet you read. They want to just stick to the process because they're going to get the same reaction. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, let's just say this guy who was writing this, they really start talking about, the fallout between Crawford and Spence. They want people to tune in. He's going to pretty much get somewhat the same effect by not mentioning them. Because now this article is out and they're talking about who the winner supposed to face. The winner of Spence Thurman bout is obligated to meet the winner of Stantionis Ortiz, right? So since they didn't mention Crawford and Spence, it's going to have people up here pondering like, so we're not going to get Spence Crawford in 2023? Because boxing scene's over here saying that the winner has to face the winner of Stantionis Ortiz. So that means we're not going to get that fight until the end of the year, if that. And listen, we all know that Spence is not gonna fight twice before he step in there with Crawford. We already know Errol Spence Jr. is not facing two fighters, two top tier fighters prior to stepping in there with Terence Crawford. It's not happening. Look, didn't this man say he only had 2 fights remaining at welterweight? Isn't one of those fights already reduced, gone, done when he fought Yordenis Ugas? So he said he had 2 fights. He got 1 more fight remaining. So all of a sudden, he's going to stay there and fight the winner, Stanthionis Ortiz. Stay tuned for this. Stay tuned. Right? Stay tuned. It might be some good shit coming out. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Because they're basically showing you their hand right here. They're showing you a lot of shit that's going to take place in 2023. They making it, the winner will fight Stanthionis Ortiz. So you have to ask yourself, where's Boots again? When Jaron Ennis' name comes up, people try to act like, he's this boogeyman. How can you be the boogeyman and you ain't scared nobody in the ring at 147? So if by chance Terence Crawford steps in the ring with Jaron Ennis, I'm not feeling no type of way about it. Once again, I believe when he says he's the best, I believe he's the best fighter. So when Jaron Ennis' name come up, and we know how talented and highly skilled Terence Bud Crawford is, pound for pound's best, fought many championship fights, and you look at Jaron Ennis' inflated record, he's still waiting for a fight like Crawford. And people think it's going to be just sweet. That fight is not going to be sweet for Ennis, bro. That fight isn't going to be sweet for him, bro. So y'all can continue to run with that narrative. They're going to start pushing this shit. Watch what I tell you. Pay attention to the damn Pro Spence channels, right? They're going to start once again talking about Boots Ennis and Terence Crawford. DBMH, what's good with it, bro? Salute, W says, salute to you, bro. Andrew said, what's funny is the Spencer Hawley's been trashing Keith for years. They got all kinds of nicknames for him. Man, they're going to be singing his praises now, though. Yeah, they are. And Lord, they're going to be giving him all the fellatio he need, boy. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. They're going to be in deep with Keith Thurman. Man, we know what it was Heyman wanted Spence versus Thurman. All along, these Spencer Hawleys going to ignore that, though. Look, if people like yourself, people like myself has been saying that you put it out there that Al Heyman didn't want the fight. He did not want the fight with Crawford. He wanted an in-house fight to keep the belts in-house. Why is it so available for people to say, well, I'm top ranked, Bob Arum, it's a better fight in-house. And then when they get to this, they busy bitching and complaining that Crawford is signed the top rank. He leaves and come over here, and they act like they don't want the man to even get the fight. Just take whatever they give you. Listen, bitch, it don't matter what they give him. They don't want the fight. It don't matter what they give him. He can't sit up there. Okay, they go from 35 to 30. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, they go from 30 to 25. Okay, I'll take it. 25 to 20. Okay, I'll take it. What else? I mean, I'm damn near fighting for nothing. We just want to know where you take 15. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, you took 15? Oh, shit. Okay. Shit. What about no mouthpiece? Nah, bro, I ain't doing that. Well, fight's off then. See, we try to help you with negotiations. We told you no mouthpiece and you don't want to fight. Fuck it. I'm telling you, bro, it don't matter what Crawford compromises. It's never going to be enough for damn PBC because like the OG told me, man, they don't want the fight. They're not confident in Spence stepping in the ring with Crawford and then losing those titles, and then they don't have control. They don't have no straps over there like that. They got Jamel Charlo right now, and they got freaking Errol Spence Jr. Man, they have people over there, bro. He may not have some of the a large selection of fighters per se, but listen, bro, he's in a bad place, man. They just buried Boots' title shot. Yeah, man, Boots, he gonna get his shot though. Real talk. But people thinking him just going in there with Crawford is gonna be easy work. Okay. All right, man. Y'all keep on believing that shit. Is give Stantionis a decent chance against Ortiz? I think that's gonna be a very, very solid fight, man. We seen Ortiz rebel back with a cause the out of trouble and adversity. He's got heart, bro. I tell people all the time, I like Ortiz, man. He got heart. I like Ortiz, man. I do. I like Ortiz. You know, real talk. I'm going for Ortiz in that fight against Stantionis. I like his heart, man. I like how he said, I'm willing to take on anybody. And then, are you sure you ready for them? I don't have to be ready. I still want to take on. I mean, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's been hurt before all that. Stantionis has a crispy jab. He snaps it out there. One thing about that jab, though, you know, one thing we know about the jab, if Ortiz close distance and box on the inside, I mean, he loved keeping it close. Both of those guys gonna be banging it out, man. Seriously, Stantionis is no joke. Victor Ortiz, I mean, he's no joke either. It's a blatant duck from the PBC colluding with sanctioned bodies to wall out Bud. Hey, man, just like it's been put out there, PBC don't want the fight. Now all of a sudden they making, the winner has to fight so-and-so. So you trying to tell me no Crawford Spence fight? So now we're talking about those same channels who's out here talking about so-and-so duck, this, that, and the other. You still don't get the picture? You still so stupid and blinded, you still don't get the picture? That no matter what Crawford would have did, they didn't want the fight. So it's true what Bud was saying. His attorney came back and said, I'm gonna be honest with you, they keep on putting stipulations in there and they don't want the fight. They just trying to make the fight out of reach. They don't want to take the fight, period. They don't want it there, Bud. They don't want it. Okay, cool. I'm going to be okay. Let's abort mission, and let's go over here to be okay and set this shit up, get the damn venue, all that shit, get the contracts, en route, sign them up, and let's go. Let's get in the fight camp, buckle up, and get ready for December 10th. He want to keep those belts over there, bro. And look, don't be surprised if Thurman takes his second loss. Don't be surprised now. Don't be surprised. Andrew Charles, if he fights Thurman after saying never, they'll still say EJ did everything he said he was going to do. Of course, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with it to a point because, look, if he say he didn't want to fight Thurman, he feels some type of way, and then they're going to look at it like he said. But I agree with that up to a point there, Mark, because I'm going to put it like this. He was forced to fight Thurman. It's not like on his own free will. He's still rebelling against that. He's putting up resistance on Keith Thurman. He don't want to face Keith Thurman, dog. Errol Spence don't want to face Keith Thurman. Al is telling him, yeah, we're going to put you on pay-per-view and you facing Keith Thurman. He don't have a choice whether he's facing Keith Thurman, bro. It ain't up to him. Blunt said, I think Spence will punish Thurman. He didn't punish Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia went the distance with freaking Spence. Y'all can talk about him taking eyes all they want. You know what I'm saying? Look, it used to be man down, right? And then Spence was on record talking about he haven't been man down in a while. Now, all of a sudden, in his older age, he's taking eyes. Okay, let's see how that works. Because Thurman was a former unified champion before Errol Spence. I haven't seen anyone take Thurman's eye. So let's go over here and see what he has to do with that body attack and everything else. Because Thurman ain't no punk. Thurman proved he had a chin. Who stopped Thurman? Last time I checked, he has one loss from Pacquiao loss. Who stopped him? Who stopped him? So being that Errol Spence has been going the distance with these dudes, outside of Daniel Dinas Ugas, who is he stopping? Danny Garcia took the beating that he took, and he still didn't quit. He still didn't get stopped. Sean Porter, he still didn't get stopped. The lightweight himself, Mikey Garcia, he still didn't get stopped, bro. So what is this? What is this, bro? Punishment, the eyes, it's possible, it's boxing. But the way Keith Thurman is looking right now, man, he looks in great shape, bro. Now, once again, I would love to compare Thurman's physique and conditioning to Errol Spence, but once again, we don't know where Errol Spence is at. We have no coordinates, a location on Errol Spence. We don't know if he takes off a shirt, we'll be able to see his belt line. We don't know, man, but I know Thurman right now looks in great shape. Great shape. So if anybody around there and can infiltrate the world-class Alcatraz, you know what I'm saying? Please give us some pictures, some stills, some video footage, something. We need just a little small crack in the window to see what's going on in that damn cell, that boxing cell they have up there. You know what I'm saying? I think Spence will punish Thurman. Toby, I'm always good. Him and DSG are friends. Spence gonna be man down again. I'm just saying, man, I hope the fight happen. I'm talking about that fight, Crawford and Spence. If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna talk to the OG, right? I'm gonna see if he want to come on later today, because he told me all this shit. He's been a thou wow with me. Some of the shit I just didn't put out to the media because I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just kept it to myself because I'm not, the one to be up here. I gotta be number one and all that. But he's kept it solid. When he told me back when he was facing Yordenis Ugas, he told me the damn Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight wasn't happening this year. He told me, he said, man, you could tell them, you could put it out there. The shit ain't happening. And I never did, man. I was like, I don't want to be a downer, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a motherfucking mully grub. I don't want to be a voice that's telling it ain't happening, it ain't happening, it ain't happening for months upon months. The fight ain't happening, dog. The fight ain't happening. And he told me why the fight wasn't going to happen, bro. He told me. But, for me, if I get on here with the small channel and I say, well, the fight ain't happening because Spence don't want the fight, really. PBC don't want the fight. People get on here, no, that ain't true. Okay. We heard the audio, right? We heard Spence say, I want to fight. I want to fight, Errol Spence because that's a legacy fight. Does he? Does he really want to fight Crawford? Does he really want to fight Crawford, bro? Because it just seems like he's not saying enough. He's not going IG live to say, listen, I heard what Crawford had to say about the fight. What I want to talk to my fans, I want to talk to the fans, the ones who really, really rock with me. I'm going to do everything in my power to make this fight happen. And I can assure we're gonna make the fight happen. We don't hear any of that. Like we heard people criticize Crawford. Oh, let's just sit in there and till we get it right. And he was up here. They looked at him like, nah, that just don't happen in boxing, brother. That ain't happening. I ain't sitting in that room with you for that long. I got business to take care of. I ain't doing that shit. So how do we come to a conclusion for resolution? How do we come with it? Who's gonna do what? Like Crawford said what he said, but we don't hear nothing for Spence. But yet and still, these cats get mad over dumb shit like this, right? They get mad over dumb shit like this. You'll see little tweets come out where they want to get mad on somebody saying y'all. This random black guy saying y'all, right? They want to feel some type of way about this guy saying y'all. And they want to ignore it. They want to just overlook it like, oh yeah, no, Spence said facts. Spence ain't talking. But he was talking about them. He was talking about those people who put out fake ass clickbait. This shit is bad. Y'all post clickbait videos. We know who he was talking about. But none of the Spencerholic channels even wanted to link up with it, right? But God damn it, let it be known that when Crawford put this tweet out and said a lot of y'all YouTubers, see the difference between Crawford and Spence, Crawford will speak for himself. Errol will pretty much let somebody else do his speaking for him, and he'll just put out one word or two. Crawford wrote a whole motherfucking tweet and said a lot of y'all YouTubers that just be making their podcast be killing boxing because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. He said y'all. So what happened? These pro Spence channels still are talking about when Spence is, who he's stepping back in the ring with, you know, what's going on in his life. Is he good? Is he damn near death? What's going on? They busy up here saying, you know what? Shit, I'm going to take this personal. Crawford was talking about me. So I'm going to do something. You ain't going to do shit. You see that man in person, what you going to do? Nada. You ain't doing a motherfucking thing. Y'all up here talking about y'all. Nigga, once again, y'all sitting up here acting ignorant and stupid, acting like y'all don't know how to read. Y'all does not specify anyone in particular without putting a name to it. So I have to tell y'all, man, shut the fuck up with that shit. Focus on talking about Errol Spence and why he ain't fighting Bud Crawford in 2023. Why? Look, since boxing scene just broke the news, let's see if a fight day come out now. Let's see if a fight day come out. That's all I'm saying. Let's see if a motherfucking fight day come out. Until then, he's still on a milk carton. We don't know what the fuck is going on with him. We don't have any damn forecast for Errol Spence Jr. We don't know what to think. You know what I'm saying? The way it's looking right now, Terence Crawford going to be fighting somebody else in 2023. Or he's pretty much due to face his mandatory. And I remember Coach put this out here, right? May. So if May is when Crawford has to face his mando, we may see him stepping back in there against his mando, to be honest. It's no knock on Crawford. There's no knock on Crawford. While they were sitting up here forgetting that, look, with all those belts you have mandatories with all those motherfuckers. Now, if you fucking off the sport and you think your mandatories can be held in limbo for damn 4 to 8 years, you sadly mistaken. As in Crawford, he only has a single title. You know what I'm saying? He fought Sean Porter. And now he's gonna come up in 2023 on them 18 months they say? Was it 18 months? So he gonna come up in May. Hey man, get with your boy Spence and see what the fuck is going on over there, dog. Go over there and see what's going on with him, bro. Because the way it looks right now, this man is gonna be in a fight that Keith Thurman may regain them unified titles. And like I said the other night, I said Keith Thurman may potentially regain the titles and Crawford get a shot at Thurman, or Keith Thurman may take his second L. We need to see if he the orders. If Keith Thurman legit, he goes in there and fight Errol Spence, it'll be good to see. But I don't want any Custio Clayton type shit. Hell no. I don't want no Thomas Delorme shit. I want a nice, good fight. I don't want no Yordenis Ugas type shit where you just stop fighting and get beat up on. I don't want no Danny Garcia shit where you just goddamn get beat up on and take all the punishment. just because you're used to going in there sparring, you know the damn routine of boxing. Fuck that. I either want to see Keith Thurman go in there and get those belts back, or I want to see Spence defend his titles, and then we able to see if we're going to get Terence Crawford. Because let's not get it twisted. The boxing scene can put all this bullshit all they want. The winner must face. The winner must face. But still, you have Undisputed up there. All right? You have Undisputed. So we're just going to leave it at that. But shout out to Team Crawford, man. They're going down. Like I said, it's already been out there. It's going down. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all rock with me later on today. Appreciate everyone for pulling up as always. Continue to support. Hit the like button on your way out, man. Sub to the freaking channel. If you choose to donate, all my information is in on my description and everything. All my information is over there. So you want to donate via Cash App, it's out there. WC Sports. And then y'all continue to rock out, man. Salute, turn up, and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. We out.